Hello student, welcome to biology class, and in this video lecture we are going to discuss with the new topic from the chapter body fluid and circulation of class 11 biology. And today's topic is the cardiac cycle. In previous video we have discussed about the circulatory pattern or the circulation of cardiac impulses with the help of diagram, and now we discussed overall the cyclic event take place inside the heart. So let us first start with the help of diagram what happens during the cardiac cycle or in the functioning of the cardiac or heart. So cardiac cycle is related to the structure of heart. So this cycle starts with the event of the both atrial relaxation. The cardiac cycle starts when these both the atria in relaxed form, which is known as it is the right atrium and this is the left atrium. So and here is the it is the right atrium and this is the left atrium. So cardiac cycle involve the relaxation and contraction of these four chambers of heart. So how these four chambers of heart, by undergoing the process of contraction and relaxation to perform or to complete a cardiac cycle, we let us understood. So when these both the atrium, that is right atrium and left atrium, remain in relaxed mode, so these atrium receive blood from the whole body parts and from the lungs. So especially this right atrium receive blood through the vena cava. These are the vena cava is the superior vena cava. Vena cava, and this is the inferior vena. So superior vena cava and inferior vena cava collect blood into the right atrium during the relaxed mode, and in the left atrium the blood collected from the pulmonary vein. So this is the pulmonary vein through which left atrium collect the blood. So when they are in relaxed mode, the blood collected into the atrium and it also goes into the ventricle, because at that time these valves are remain open. The valves are known as, this is a pair of tricuspid valve, and these are together known as the bicuspid valve. So during relaxation of both the atrium, that is right atrium and left atrium, these tricuspid and bicuspid valve are remain open. So the blood which is collected into the atrium, it also comes into the ventricle, that is right ventricle. This is the right ventricle and this is the left ventricle. So blood also get collected into the right and left ventricle from the atrium during the relaxation mode. Now after relaxation, the complete blood deoxygenated blood remains collected into the atrium as well as ventricle both. Next, after collection, we have discussed about it in previous class, previous video lecture. That is, this is the SA node, which is sinoatrial node. So, at the base of sinoatrial node, after relaxation, there is an impulse generated, and this impulse responsible for the contraction of the right atrium as well as left atrium both. So when these both right atrium and left atrium contract, the blood pushed with the pressure into the ventricle, because these tricuspid and bicuspid valve are remain open. So during the contraction of right atrium and left atrium, the 30%, about 30% of blood, 30% more blood, 30% more blood also pushed into the ventricle from the atrium. Rest of the blood remain collected into the ventricle during the relaxation mode, but when the atrium contract, about 30% more blood also get pushed into the ventricle, and during that time this valve, the valve at the base of the atrial valve remain closed. Valve at the place of atrial, which are known as semilunar valve. So at the time of contraction of right and left atrium, the tricuspid and bicuspid valve are remain open, while the semilunar valve, which are present in the arteries which flow the blood out away from the heart, which is known as the pulmonary artery, is the pulmonary artery, and this is the aorta. So the valve which guard in the heart to the pulmonary artery and the aorta, which are known as semilunar valve. This semilunar valve remain closed when the right atrium and left atrium contract. So after contraction, and this contraction of the auricle or atrium initiate with the help of the sinoatrial node. So this sinoatrial node also transfer the impulse to the next part of the system or the node, which is known as AV node. AV node. So along with the contraction or along with the impulse to the both atrium, the impulse also transferred to the AV node, and this AV node circulate the impulse into the ventricle through a common structure which is known as AV bundle. It is known as AV bundle. So it is the AV bundle. So AV bundle transmit these impulses, which impulse generate from the SN node and transfer to the AV node. So from the AV node, AV bundle transmit the impulses to the wall of ventricle, and these AV bundle again bifurcate to form two AV bundle, and these are known as bundle of His along with the Purkinje fiber. So these are the Purkinje fiber. So Purkinje fiber along with the bundle of together perform the process of transmission of impulses, cardiac impulses into the wall of ventricle. So when the impulses carry throughout the wall of ventricle, then the next step or the next process take place, which is known as contraction of the ventricle, that is ventricular systole. So before this, the atrial contraction due to the axon node impulse generation, there is a process known as atrial systole, or atrial contraction, which is known as atrial systole. Then after the transfer of impulse into the wall of ventricle through the AV node and AV bundle along with the Purkinje fiber, these impulse transferred to the ventricle, wall of ventricle, then wall of ventricle also get contract, which is known as ventricular systole. So during ventricular contraction, this wall, tricuspid and bicuspid wall, becomes closed, and along with that, this semilunar wall remains open or becomes open. So ventricular contraction leads to the closing of this tricuspid and bicuspid wall and opening of semilunar wall, and that leads to the movement of blood into the arteries, both arteries, that is aorta as well as pulmonary artery. So then the blood into the pulmonary artery and into the aorta. So pulmonary artery transfer the blood into the lungs, and the aorta transfer the blood throughout the body. So after oxygenation of blood from the pulmonary artery at the base of lungs, the oxygenated blood again comes into the left atrium through the pulmonary vein, and from the blood becomes deoxygenated, which are carried to all parts of the body through aorta, and these deoxygenated blood again collect from the superior and inferior vena cava into the right atrium. Then that process is known as atrial diastole, and then during atrial diastole, the blood again collected into the right atrium and left atrium. So again, these contract to push the blood into the ventricle, and ventricle push the blood into the atrium. So this cyclic event or event of atrial systole, atrial diastole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole, these events occur cyclically, and this sequential event in the heart, which consists of systole and diastole of both the atria and the ventricles, it is known as the cardiac cycle. It is the cardiac cycle. Now, related to the cardiac cycle, we also understood some information or some related topic. The first topic is duration of the cardiac cycle. So, as we have discussed in the previous video lecture, that the rate of heartbeat is 72 times per minute. It means the heart beats 72 times per minute. So, on that basis, in a minute, more than or many cardiac cycle completed. So the duration on that basis, the duration of cardiac cycle is about 0.8 second, because in 1 minute there are 60 seconds, while in 1 minute the number of heartbeat is 72. So if we divide 60 by 72, then we will find about 0.8 seconds. So for one cardiac cycle to become complete, there is a requirement of the time, that is 0.8 seconds. Now the second information related to the cardiac cycle, it is the stroke value. So stroke value is the value during a cardiac cycle. Each ventricle pump out approximately 70 ml blood, about 70 ml blood during each cardiac cycle, each ventricle pump, and this is known as the stroke volume. So the stroke volume is 70 ml, about 70 ml. So related to the stroke volume, we can also continue another output which is known as cardiac output. So cardiac output is equal to the stroke volume when multiplied by heart rate or heartbeat rate. So the stroke volume, we know the 70 ml, we have studied the 70 ml stroke volume for a normal person or normal healthy person, while for the normal healthy person the heartbeat rate is 72 times per minute. So if we multiply 70 by 72, then we will find out about 5000 ml. So 5000 ml it can also be written as 5 liter. So 5000 ml or 5 liter is the cardiac output for a general or a normal healthy person. So this cardiac output may also vary or may alter by person to person, because the heartbeat rate also may alter. As in the case of athletes, the cardiac output is more than 5000 ml, because athletes do some extra exercise during the vigorous condition. The cardiac output may also increase, and that may be more than 5000 ml or 5 liter. So cardiac output is helpful for diagnosis of a number of diseases. It means clinically it is very important for the doctor to diagnose a number of diseases in a respiratory patient. Now we also understood about the love sound and dove sound, which make one love sound and one dove sound makes a complete cardiac cycle or a single heartbeat. So what are the love sound and dove sound indicates from the heart. So love sound is the sound which is created during the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve. So when the bicuspid and tricuspid valve becomes closed during the ventricular contraction, when the ventricles contract, these valve get closed. So when it becomes closed, the sound created due to the closing of this, so that sound is known as love sound. So on that basis, in this way, the love sound is created due to the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Now the second type of sound, which is known as dove sound. So dove sound is created when the atrial contraction takes place. So during atrial contraction, we have studied that these tricuspid and bicuspid valve remain open, but these semilunar valve, which are present at the opening of pulmonary artery and aorta. So these semilunar valve becomes closed during the atrial contraction, and that closure of the semilunar valve also create a sound which is known as dove sound. So love sound and dove sound is created due to the closure of tricuspid bicuspid valve and closure of semilunar valve respectively, and that leads to the formation of one heartbeat. So this is all about the cardiac cycle, and along with a number of topics also related to the cardiac cycle. I hope you will be understood clearly from this video.